Hello and welcome to my positive waves. I hope you're doing well, and welcome to my page. I've had a lovely couple of days just sitting and creating and just being in a really beautiful energy, creating such a loving environment for myself. So I have a few questions to ask straight away. At the moment, are you in a space, are you creating a space where you can feel your utmost best? So for some people that might be a little area in their workplace. For some people it might be, when you go out into your garden, that's a place of serenity, but it's also a place of positivity. So today I'm going to talk about all the things that can really just give that whole energy a beautiful momentum. So I love when I've just my room, my workspace is a place of love and a place of positivity and a place where I can get very creative. So on another level, what I've done is create this beautiful space of positivity. So then when I'm trying, if I want to use the word trying, I don't try much these days, but when I'm actually focusing on a project, I know coming into my workspace that it's going to be a space and a place of positivity. So what I'm going to suggest to everybody who's watching, take a little bit of time to really kind of like look at, is the environment you're in currently, or the environment that you're in spending a lot of time, is it a space or a place where you're getting the most benefit from? Is it energetically created for you, for the ultimate aspect of you? Are you getting the best from your environment? And if you're not, I'm definitely going to suggest, zip it up a little bit. Maybe you might need to bring in some pictures, some new pictures. Maybe you need to bring in some plants. Maybe you need to bring something in to that environment to help you or to remind you that the energy is lifted. For some people, they might even get a water fountain because they might like the sound of, water flowing, or just the sound of, action happening or something happening in the room. As you can hear, I've got my lovely music in the background, and that always helps me to lift up a little bit. So I find sometimes when I'm, communicating via videos and doing my video or my videos, having music in the background, it's really good for me because I just find it keeps the energy flowing, it keeps my vibration up high, and every now and then I'll change things in my room just to make it special for me, and it's interesting because we often will do so much for others and forget to actually tend to our own needs. So the way you create a beautiful positive energy is how much time you put into it for you. And like for myself, I do put a lot of time and energy into what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and who I'm doing it for, which is yourself. So I don't do a lot of talking because I keep my videos short and sweet, but I do put a lot of love and energy into them, and that is to help you to keep that momentum of staying positive. And when I use the word positive a lot, the reason I do is because it's a much better word to use than using a negative word. So, but positivity is catchy. Positivity is an energy of its own. And I guess if you want to, I'll give you an analogy. Being an electrician, you've got a negative and a positive. We know the negative's not going to do much, but it still plays its role on some level. But the positive will actually light up your whole home. So a little bit when you look at it in a very simple, and I know it's a very simple analogy, but that just come to mind. Spirit just gave that to me very quickly. So yeah, just keeping that in mind is that, when we keep this type of vibration, this type of energy, and I've got my hand going a little bit crazy there, but when we keep this vibration, we still have to nurture that. So for instance, if you're finding that when you go into that space that's normally uplifting, have a little bit of a sense of it. Has anybody come into that room and shifted the energy? Have you not gone into that space for some time, so it's not, your energy's not fresh in that room or that area? So just little things like that, they're little tips. They can really, really help you to maintain that beautiful energy flow and to keep it at a higher vibration, because the higher we work with our work or with the people around us or with love or health or all those things, the more and the better results we're going to get. So keeping all those things in mind, I think you'll find that if you're in your space and the space isn't working for you, it's time to play some music in it, it's time to rearrange it, potentially change the color of it, bring some potential plants into it, and just do whatever it is that can keep that level of vibration that you want in there. I mean, I'm very blessed. I've got crystals, I've got oils, I've got drums, I've got pictures, I've got... But most of all, the most important thing is me being in my space, because when I'm here, it is amazing. I just come up with all these amazing ideas, creative ideas. By the way, if you haven't subscribed, please feel free to subscribe. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's perfectly fine. But please do pop back in and have a look and look at my videos, as I'm doing them a lot more regular, time permitted, I should say. But my intention is to be here with you more, and to assist you in getting little tips to how to keep that vibe up, you know, because that vibe is, you know, going to help you to get where you need to go in the end. So being positive and keeping that positive energy and maintaining what you need to in order to maintain that level of energy. You know, there's going to be days where you go, oh, I'm a bit flat. I don't really feel like getting out there and doing this and doing that. I am going to highly recommend that sometimes perseverance will be the key for you. You know, although you might be, you know, that look, this is a classic example for me. Sometimes I get to nana nap time and I go, oh, I could have a real good nana nap. And it's so easy to, you know, sit on the lounge or lay on the lounge and just nod off. Well, that's great. But, you know, sometimes in your moments where you think, oh, I'm just not there, sometimes if you just push that little bit further, it can be some of your remarkable moments. It can be some of the moments that you create some of the best things. It might be even a work document that you've got to do for work. But the key is to find the tools that are going to work for you in respects to maintaining that beautiful positive energy. So you know, so again, like I say, you might need to bring a plant into that environment. You might need to bring music in while you're doing what you're doing. You might need to, you know, bring in a certain light. The room might not be light enough. You might need to lighten the room up. It might be a paint job. It might be just opening the curtains or the blinds. It might mean letting air in. So find what it is that is not working for you, and if it's not working for you, turn it around and make it work for you. Because positive energy is a lot easier to gravitate to and to maintain when you're very consciously aware of what you need to do to keep it there. Do you know what I mean? It's so easy for us to slip back. And look, I'm a classic. I can tell you honestly, for me sometimes I go, my brain goes into auto mode of 1,000 things I can do. But I love doing these positive waves talks because I do give a little bit of a step-by-step. And if you can, look, don't just go by what I'm saying. Give it a try. You may find something within yourself and go, oh, that may be what I need to incorporate into my daily routine or into my, you know, sacred space or my space of where I want to be positive and create the most beautiful, amazing work. Whatever it be, you know, don't take what you need, if anything, from what I'm sharing with you. And if you know someone who could also benefit, please share my video. As I say, I'd love you to subscribe and like the page. That would be perfect. But, you know, each to their own, as long as what I'm doing right now is a positive step for you and a positive way for you to look at things. So we will talk more extensively. I will maybe extend my little videos a lot more. But at this point in time, I really would love for you all just to really explore, be a little bit daring, be a little bit willing to kind of like go out of your comfort zone and go, okay, what can I do? And if you haven't got a space where you find it, you might, look, it might be even in the backyard, in the garden. That may be your area where you feel most charged. So I'm going to replace the word positivity and use the word, where's the area and space that you feel most charged up, ready to go, full of life, full of energy, full of positivity. Where is that space? So if it's, you know, like I say, maybe if you haven't got a space, create one. You know, it might be in a corner of the room where you sit down and you put photos and you put things that make you really feel beautiful. See, when we're feeling positive, we're open. And when we're open to receive. And when we can receive, we can really get a lot from what the universe is trying to show us. And it really helps to tap in to what we call our higher self. So, you know, dare to explore, dare to be a little bit different, dare to be able to work from a different vibration for yourself. You know, if you're a person that finds it hard to maintain positivity, that's okay. Don't beat yourself up. It's not about being perfect and always being, you know, out there. But what it is, it's about becoming familiar with the energy. And if you've been a person that's gone through so many hard knocks and you go, oh, I just can't do this, I don't know what she's talking about, it's okay for her, she's always positive. Well, the truth is 99.9% of the time I am. There's that percentage that I'm not, and that's the truth. And, you know, but I have, like anybody else, gone through many moments where it's been really, really tough to remain positive. But I also know the key to doing that. I also know the keys to being able to maintain that. So, you know, if I choose to have a bad day, which is very rare at all, I don't choose to. If it happens, something happens and it gets the better of me, I know how to balance it back out. And that's why I do these talks, is so I can help you to keep that level of vibration that keeps you in a positive vibration, to be able to go way above and beyond. And some days it will be easier than others, but you know what? The more practice you do and the more that you make it a little bit of a sacred thing for your own soul, the more that you will be able to really, you know, have that feeling of positivity and energy and goodness more so. So it becomes familiar, more familiar than the negatives and the, you know, the disappointments in life. So let's keep working on it, okay? Make a pact for you, for yourself, to keep working on making yourself a better version of you. And by doing that, you know, it's just a matter of sometimes a little bit of discipline, a bit of focus, and a little bit of energy and creative energy to maintain that. So I won't go on anymore for the moment, but I do hope you have enjoyed my video. I always send love and blessings to you all, and I'm so grateful that you viewed my video, and I just hope that you get the best out of it. So have a wonderful day, and as always, I will always say, namaste. Thank you, everybody.